Hey there, Pisces. How are we doing today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for Monday, the 17th of November through Thursday, the 20th of November. I'll be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings to get you through the weekend, okay? All right, let's see what you get. This one is, there you go. Okay, for my Pisces. Okay, we're starting with the Nine of Pentacles. That's good energy. Let's see. Followed by the Emperor. Okay, what's the challenge? Seven of Cups. Okay, so this is your backstory or your recent past. So I said good energy when I saw the Nine of Pentacles because it's great energy. It's all about being very self-reliant, independent. It's somebody who's abundant, somebody who has definitely fought hard to be where they're at, but they've managed to get there all on their own. You know what I'm saying? It's not somebody who wants somebody else to tell them what to do. It's you may want somebody near you, like you would love to have somebody to share life with possibly, but you don't want anybody that's going to try to tell you what to do or hold you down, restrict you. You know what I'm saying? You're not looking to have a ruler or anything. You just want to have somebody to be next to you. This is a very independent sort of a persona right here, okay? That's what that is. The Emperor, though, tells me that you are taking that experience, so that independence that you have found and fought so hard to get to, you are somehow managing to take that to an extreme that is detrimental, right? Now you have gotten to the point where you are almost impossible to work with, right? It's your way or the highway. You're not willing to compromise. You are very rigid in your thinking. You're being a bit of a pistol right now, a little bit difficult, it looks like, okay? That's what I see. The challenge in this situation is coming down to the fact that you have many options, okay? So possibly there are people who maybe have been around you for a long time, or people who to some extent have earned your loyalty, or so that's how they feel, and you are not being incredibly nice, it looks like, from these cards to them. Because of your inability or unwillingness to compromise or see somebody else's point of view, you've decided you're right, your way is the right way, that's it, and it's causing you some grief, it looks like. All right, let's keep moving. This is your backstory, so we couldn't change it anyways. For the most part, this is something that's already taken place. That's how I see this. And so whatever we're just looking at however that played out is what's affecting the rest of the reading, okay? So where are you at currently? Okay, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so in the center of the read, when we get all the cards out, it's going to be the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is here because somehow in being the way that you are being, you have taken whatever progress you were supposed to be making in life, and it's just stopped. You're just stagnant right now. You can't seem to get any traction on different things you're trying to get going or get started, and it's because you're just stuck. You seem to come up against a wall every time you try to do something. When that happens in your life, it usually means you're either headed totally the wrong direction, or there's a lesson you have yet to learn that you need to get learned before you can go forward. Page of Pentacles says you're trying to build a new foundation. That's telling me somehow that means you had a foundation built at one time, right? And it has crumbled. Why did it crumble? I'm not sure, but you are definitely trying to rebuild right now. So it's like you're at ground zero trying to rebuild. The challenge here is the Four of Cups. You are completely disappointed and dissatisfied with all different kinds of aspects of your life right now. And I believe you're trying to blame that dissatisfaction or disappointment on other people. The blame should fall pretty squarely on your unwillingness to compromise, unwillingness to see other people's point of view, is what this looks like to me. Okay, so you're kind of causing your own grief right this minute, is how this looks. Okay, in the near future, I have the Chariot. Okay, so maybe we're moving past this. And then the Knight of Swords and the Strength card. Okay, so it does look like you're moving past this. You know what I'm saying? You're good at the core. Okay, Pisces, at the core, you're a good person. It's just you got a little bit caught up in this whole independence, and a little bit of ego got mixed in there that made things a little difficult. But anyways, moving forward with the Chariot, this is forward motion and victory, which I feel like is forward motion, so you finally start to get traction on the things you're trying to accomplish. Part of the reason that's happening is because it looks like here in the near future you finally gain a sense of clarity on the fact that maybe you weren't dealing with everything in the best way, okay? Maybe you have to be a little bit more open to compromise and a little bit more open to other people's opinions, or mindful of how they feel or what they might need, because it could be different than what you need, okay? The challenge now is the Strength card. For some of you, this has been a little bit, not a major one, but a little bit of an ego death in this whole situation, and I think that is causing you to feel as though you might not have the strength to deal with all of it. You do. I assure you, you do. But I mean, you know, it doesn't always feel spectacular when you have to deal with that kind of stuff. So maybe that's what you're doubting. You're going to be fine. You're absolutely going to be fine. Okay, what do we got? For Monday, you've got the Moon card and the Seven of Wands. So you're feeling very defensive on Monday. There's something, I mean, you're very intuitive anyway. So there's something in your intuition telling you that you are not seeing all the facts. You're not getting a clear picture of what's going on, and it makes you very defensive. Tuesday, I've got you with the King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So you're being very cold, you know, very cold, very analytical, very logical. You're trying to keep emotions at bay when it comes to a new opportunity that's come toward you on Tuesday. I don't know if that's a bad route. That doesn't sound like a bad deal. Wednesday, we've got you with the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So Tuesday, you're trying to keep all emotion out, and Wednesday, it looks like emotions come in like a tidal wave, right? Page of Cups and Queen of Cups. So it just feels like every time you try to go to an extreme, I feel like Spirit just knocks you down with the other extreme. Like they're just trying to teach you to find balance, but it looks like it's a lesson that you are being very stubborn in learning. So the more stubborn you are, the more extreme Spirit's going to get in trying to throw the other thing towards you, right? That's what I see. Okay, Thursday, I've got you Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So by Thursday, I feel like you're all fired up. Maybe it's this opportunity that came through on Tuesday. Maybe then you have a rush of emotion towards it. But Thursday, it looks like you're fired up and ready to try to build in a direction. So all in all, from start to finish, this reading looks like it gets much better as you go on. You know what I'm saying? And it's going in the right direction by the end. It just looks like there's some hard lessons that are trying to be taught to you in the interim, right? In the middle here. The worst of it seems like it's already behind you, but still, it's just you have to learn to find a sense of willingness to compromise is the big one I see here. Okay? And you got to try to keep your ego a little bit in check, right? That's what I see. Okay, but all in all, still works out to be a good week. This opportunity looks great, whatever that one is coming in on Tuesday. Alrighty? I hope this helps. Have a good one. Thank you.